Okay, now we back. It's funny because she was like, oh, I'm starting to think that Yamiko loves the sound of people getting hurt and dying. I mean, even her trailer seemed like something brutal. But then again, she doesn't even feel like doing that. It's very interesting. It's funny how she finds us bad at using though. Alright, time to see what this is all about.
Surely it'd be more interesting for the protagonist to discover their ability to stop time here.
Alright, Nico, we're here. So what's your plan of action to deal with this rival book?
Why don't you take a guess? I'll give you a hint. It's to do with the Yai Publishing House.
Oh, Paimon knows! Combine the reputation of the Yai Publishing House with the status of Guji Yai and tell everyone that the incantations in that book are dangerous!
Oh, wow. Your first guess and you got it absolutely wrong.
I knew it! Wrong!
Yeah! Wait! Seriously? That wasn't it?
I knew she was probably gonna say wrong, because absolutely she would have said right at the after.
A first-hand guide to summoning spirits is the hottest light novel right now. If we did as you suggested, we would effectively be advertising to everyone that the incantations are real. In bending over backwards trying to warn everyone about the dangers, all we would accomplish is to create more curious readers ready to try them out. Also, sales for the book would only increase further.
Okay, yeah, that would be pretty catastrophic. Oh, how about we confiscate all the copies?
But what about if the people already have it?
Leaving aside the issue of the enormous manpower and resources such an operation would require, going to such lengths over a light novel would be extremely disruptive to the lives of Inazumans.
But that means there's nothing we can do.
Well, I've been thinking. I've read a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. It has many other good qualities besides the incantations alone. The book contains many ancient kaidan, or tales of the supernatural, and is written in a very engaging way. That is why the book has become so popular. I think we're going to have a difficult time trying to rein in its popularity while it's the only work in its league on the market.
Wait, so you mean...
That's right. How do you get rid of the next big thing? You replace it with the next big thing. So what we're going to do is create Inazuma's newest hit novel. Smash our rivals' sales numbers and win our readers back. That is how Yaimiko wages war. Incidentally, this will also be the best way to combat the influence of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits.
That makes more sense.
Wait, Miko. So you want us to write a novel?
Can I really do that?
Well, becoming an accomplished novelist certainly isn't an overnight process. But let's not forget that I am the chief editor of the Yai Publishing House. I have my ways.
Okay, so what do you have?
I did say this is what we're going to do. I trust that the word teamwork is in your vocabulary.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyway, there is a writer's submission event going on at the moment. Start by talking to readers and finding out what they're into. When you have an idea of what the current trends are, come back and see me.
Okay.
I'll be at Uyu Restaurant. Find me there when you're done. I will assemble a team, and we can work while we eat.
Okay.
For the protagonist.
Go to the submission event and listen.
The Shogun must have her reasons.
Alright. So who do we talk to?
I've been reading light novels for a long time now. I'm mainly into big, ambitious fantasy works with an original core concept and good storytelling. These days, though, everyone seems to be imitating each other. Most of the time, I can guess what the story is about just from the title. The only recent book worth mentioning is A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. Not only is it a good story, but the descriptions are really true to life. So much so that I'm almost wondering if maybe the author really has met all those yokai before.
The key to a successful light novel is having good illustrations. When to use illustrations, what they should contain, and which artist you should commission for them. These are all key things to bear in mind. Good illustrations can make up for bad writing. But on the flip side, a bad illustration can ruin your novel, even if you have the best story in the world. There's a saying that light novels are essentially a case of buy art, get words free. I'd agree with that. Too bad most of the top artists have jam-packed schedules, so it's extremely difficult to commission them. The illustrations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits are incredible, but it's unlike any art style I've ever seen before.
Our style, unlike.
I'll be honest, I read light novels for the cheap thrills. In most traditional stories, the protagonist usually has this long and drawn-out character arc, usually involving a process of separation, loss, and ultimately growth and renewed strength. It reads well and everything, it's just a little slow-paced for me.
Interesting.
By contrast, there's this popular light novel at the moment called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, where the protagonist is super strong right from the get-go. That's what I mean by cheap thrills. Action-packed right from page one. The protagonist is a kitsune who has not only mastered the secret art of incantations, but also tea ceremony, painting, and calligraphy.
There's much more to light novels than Paimon realized. Let's go tell our findings to Yae Miko.
It's funny how the stories are only the rare times we can go in actual places, but it's probably the same as the tea house thing. Wait, what?
Ah, there you are. Let me introduce the team. You've already met Junkichi and Shigeru. Shigeru is an experienced editor, and Junkichi is the author he's partnered with. Junkichi's working through a creative lull at the moment, but all his past works have been very popular with young people. He's developed a distinct and enduringly popular style. Satomi is Yae Publishing House's ace in the hole. Her specialty is that she can write all kinds of completely different stories and all under different pen names. As for what those names are, well, that's a trade secret. They will be teaming up with us to collectively create the novel that knocks A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits off its perch. So, feeling better about my plan now?
It definitely makes sense.
Now then, tell me what you found out about readers' preferences.
Thrills.
All very true. An original core concept, a fast pace, quality illustrations, and lots of action. This is the formula that will guarantee good sales numbers. More importantly than that, even though it's a work of fiction, we have to deliver a sense of realism.
Paimon followed pretty much all of that, but there's still one question. What are we actually gonna write about? For example, we know we need an original core concept, but how do we come up with one?
Before you can answer that question, you have to understand your target audience. Take A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, for example. When I read it, all I find is common knowledge to the kitsune. But to the general public, it's bursting with new and interesting ideas. It all comes down to the size of the information gap between author and reader. As a traveler, there must be a great many things you know that are complete unknowns to the people of Inazuma. What is commonplace to you may be fresh and original to them.
Oh, right! So maybe we can take inspiration from our time in Mondstadt and Lille. But that that would make it a completely different genre than a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. Is that gonna be a problem?
Not at all. You don't have to worry so much about how to compete with that book. All you have to do is provide some interesting ideas based on your travel experiences. As long as the core content is interesting, my expert team here will be able to flesh out the details.
Alright, let's start with Chapter 1 then. What are you thinking?
The reincarnated another world encounters with airborne emergency rations, the work shy bard, the dragon and the grand adventure.
This sounds like a great one!
Yeah.
Let's see here. The protagonist arrives in Mondstadt for the first time to the sight of a dragon flying around and wreaking havoc on the city. With the help of some trusty companions, the protagonist successfully defeats the dragon. But then, the dragon suddenly turns into a beautiful young woman! Human, let us work together to build a better future. The love story between human and dragon begins today? Well, that was an unexpected development. What happened to the grand adventure?
It's Lumine's face for me. So cute. The grand adventure is just the protagonist's name.
What? But that's so misleading.
But that's what's gonna draw people in Paimon.
Out of a maximum of 10 points, I'd give that a 9. The story certainly goes in an unorthodox direction, and the Dragon Girl sounds destined to be a hit character. Approved.
Yay.
What the heck?
Yay.
Good job, little one. You're not only drawing on your own experiences, but it seems you're filtering them through the lens of the kinds of light novels you've read in the past. I think you really understand what we're trying to do here. Thoughts from the experts? Are we able to work with this general framework to make an interesting story?
Yeah, we think it works. I tend to overcomplicate the core concept if I'm not careful, so this deals with that problem.
That's good. Okay, we're done with Chapter 1. Let's move on to Chapter 2.
Alright, yeah.
Huh? Won't that do for now?
No.
Readers will devour your content a lot more quickly than you'd think. If we don't keep delivering the goods now we've caught their attention, all our hard work so far is in vain. Hurry, Chapter 2, let's go. Can't you see that Satomi is waiting?
What's wrong with you? You don't look so good.
I can't think of any more stories.
What a pity. I thought your beginner's luck would carry you a little further before it came to this. But alas, the time has come prematurely.
Before it came to what? What's happened?
The bane of our existence, writer's block. It's your arch nemesis for life, appearing without warning and inflicting a pain worse than death upon the writer. They sell their souls just to get their muse back.
Sounds awful!
When this happens, the best thing you can do is have a bite to eat and take a proper break. Boss, get me a plate of fried tofu, and get some kushikatsu for these two. Just the basic kind will do.
What?
Don't worry, this is my treat.
Your treat? Oh, wait a minute. Miko, we'll be getting paid for all the hard work we're doing, right?
No.
Of course, everyone that takes part in the creative process will be paid.
Yay, money.
Alright, cool. Then let's press on, shall we? Don't give up now. For the sake of our paycheck, get your brain going!
What are you gonna use the money for, Paimon? Food? Are you gonna use it for food? All the kinds of foods that your tiny little self won't be able to eat? Unless you have infinite amount of appetite? Paycheck. Speaking of Mora.
Ooh! Does this mean your inspirations come back?
I turned into a geofish-shapped hatchling. Took a trip to Liyue. Tour guide turned out to be Rex Lapis. Rock and roll girl. I'm not sure how this is going to work. I feel like the first one would be too realistic, but then at the same time, how would the turn into a Geo Bishop hatchling work? I'm gonna just go with the first one.
Let's see now. The protagonist arrives in Liyue and befriends a young man who doesn't have the money to pay for anything. Only later do we find out that this young man is none other than Rex Lapis himself. With the help of the Qixing and the protection of the Adepti, I am free to roam this vast realm. Is this the kind of cheap thrill that guy was talking about?
I give it a 9.8. The story is fun and action-packed with no dark undertones. Also, there are a great many legends about Rex Lapis. I'm sure it will spark the people's curiosity. I, for one, think there's a sizable market for this. Approved.
Alright, well, let's just hope Zhongli doesn't mind.
Great. Well, now Satomi can get started on that.
But I mean, how? But how do they? What, people won't even know who the man is. So I think Zhongli is still safe. I think he's still safe. I mean, we're in Inazuma after all. I don't think people really know that much of the Geo Archon compared to the Electro Archon here, so I think it'll be fine.
Leave it to me, Lady Yai.
Let's write about Inazuma in the 3rd chapter, shall we? I can help with this one. We can use the Vision Hunt Decree or your experience in the Resistance. Any ideas?
Stuff this. Come on, let's get rid of the Vision Hunt Decree.
Clearly very closely based on your own personal experience, with no major changes at all.
Well, I'm running low on inspiration.
That's fine. Since it's something that took place in Inazuma, it might actually be more interesting to readers if it's grounded in the truth. One thing, though. We'll need to rewrite the part about me giving you the Omamori. Let's change it to... The mysterious Lady Kitsune teaches the protagonist a spell that can make their wishes come true. The protagonist uses this spell to defeat the Raiden Shogun in battle. That should do the trick.
Bingo.
Whoa, so we're really going head to head with our rival on this one, huh?
We gotta let it off with a bang.
I suppose so. Once they're done writing the manuscript, I'll write the passage where the protagonist recites the incantation myself.
Are we done then? Do you really think this will be able to beat a first-hand guide to summoning spirits?
The content is fine. Now we just need to promote it. I will contact an artist to make some illustrations. I'm positive they will be at least as good as those in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. We'll also need an endorsement on a paper band around the book. I can get the wonderful Ms. Hina to write that.
Are we gonna meet Miss Hina? For real?
She runs a regular Q&A column in That's Life magazine. The people of Inazuma absolutely adore her.
Yeah, when we gonna meet her?
You're free to take a break while the creative team is doing their work, but please go by the Yai Publishing House at some point to commission Ms. Hina for that recommendation. Once our light novel is complete, let's meet at the writer's submission event.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Are we gonna meet Miss Hina after? Okay, we're gonna. Hey, hold on.
Welcome to Uyu Restaurant. Please talk to me if you want to.
Ooh. I hope we are able to come back in here after the storyline, unless I didn't know this was an actual place we can go into. But anyway, I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. We about to, I hope we get to see Miss Hina like in actual form. But I highly doubt it though, but it would be nice. She's like literally so cute. And I hope she do become like a future character at some point. Cause look how gorgeous she look with the green ears and everything. I wonder, is Hina actually related to Girl in some way? I mean, they're both half dog, half human. It's so cool, the situation.
Miss Hina doesn't usually do endorsements, but since it's Lady Guji that's asking, we'll see what we can do.
With Miss Hina getting so popular lately, a lot of people have come to us hoping to do a collaboration. But Miss Hina's not interested in any of it. She still prefers to focus all her efforts on replying to readers' letters, and turns down every promotional opportunity she can. Maybe that's why her fans like her so much. I'm getting off topic here. Anyway, if we can get that endorsement from Miss Hina, you'll definitely get an exposure boost at the beginning. May your light novel sell well and set a new record for the Yai Publishing House.
We'll do our best.
Just as I planned.
Go submit a manuscript.
Are you sure you'd like to submit this entry? Let me see. The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler by Thousand Hands.
What a strange pen name. Definitely your doing. Having been around you so much recently, Paimon's slowly starting to understand your unique tastes.
What do you mean, strange? It took a lot of work by a lot of different people to get this thing finished. Don't you think it's a very descriptive pen name?
We'll get this printed as a matter of priority and conduct trial sales in pilot locations throughout Inazuma. I'll announce the sales numbers in 3 days.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting a little nervous now. Do you really think this is gonna work?
We had a top-notch team.
That's right. Be confident in your work. That's exactly how a light novelist should be.
Okay, then I'll sign you up. Please come back in 3 days for the results. Thank you all for your submission. I wish you the very best of luck.
Okay, 3 days later. Says wait for 3 days. So I guess we could turn the clock like this then. So today, tomorrow. Oh, day after tomorrow. So that's 2 days. Okay, that's the day after tomorrow. And that is tomorrow. Three days later.
You've all finally made it. Good news, everyone. I just received word that your light novel is flying off the shelves. Multiple sales locations are asking when we'll be printing more copies.
Woohoo! That's great!
This level of success is an amazing accomplishment for a new work. Most new books don't sell 30% of what you've sold. I have free copies for each of you here. Please take them. The payment will follow shortly, and I'll notify you to come and collect it when the time comes.
This is all great, but
Oh yeah! The whole reason why we made this light novel was to combat the influence of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. We sold a lot of copies, but it doesn't feel like we accomplished our goal. How do we know whether it worked?
Oh, don't worry. The change is already underway. Shh. Listen to what the people around us are talking about. The conversation has already moved on, hasn't it?
Hey guys, have you heard about this latest Kaidan thing doing the rounds? You just need to recite the incantation from A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits at midnight, and your wish will come true! Oh, that? That's a throwback. That's old news, man.
oh, already?
No one's talking about that anymore. The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune is the new hit thing. I've already memorized all the incantations. The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune? What's that?
You haven't read it yet? Okay, so supposedly, if you recite the spell in there on a moonless night, you'll receive protection of the Kitsune and all the other powerful yokai. They can make any of your wishes come true. I heard that the incantations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits have weird side effects. This one guy wished for a load of Mora, and got it, but then one night it all turned to leaves and he developed a high fever. They actually had to use one of the secret spells of Lady Kitsune to get rid of the discomfort. That proves that the incantations in this book are more potent than the ones everyone was trying before. Pretty much everyone I know is desperate to try it out. Just waiting for a moonless night.
Really? Well, I'd better go and prepare too.
Well, feeling less worried now?
Wow, you're right! Everyone's shifting focus! But what's this moonless night that they're talking about? Paimon doesn't remember that detail from the brainstorming session.
This is something that will become very important to us further down the line. All right, it's time to move on to the next phase of the plan.
There's a phase 2?
Of course. Behind every book that hits the market lies an author, right?
Oh yeah, if we leave him to his own devices, he might just write another guide to summoning spirits. Also, we still need to figure out what his motive for writing it was.
Exactly. That's what we need to take care of next. Fortunately, I've already managed to identify the author. He's a failed light novelist named Tomoyuki. But when we went to ask him about it, he had no recollection whatsoever of having written the book.
So, wait, so that means...
Yes, this is another case of possession. Only this time, whoever possessed him actively sought him out. After his novel submission failed, he was walking aimlessly in Araumi. In frustration, he shouted out, "Please, someone, anyone, help me write a truly amazing novel!" After that, he lost consciousness.
But the spirit that wrote the book has already left him now, right? So what are we supposed to do?
Simple. It wrote a summoning incantation in the book, didn't it? So we can just use its own method to make it manifest itself. And you, my little friend, are the perfect candidate for this role.
Is it too late for me to back out?
Oh, what are you talking about? The fun's just about to begin.
Oh lord. Oh lord. Oh lord. Go to the summoning ritual site. That's 105 meters away from here. Oh, we twinsies. We twinsies, baby.
Miko, what is this place?
The ideal spot for a little meet and greet with a certain elusive author. This is the place where we are most likely to succeed in summoning the spirit.
Really? But it feels so eerie here.
That seems rather fitting, considering that we are dealing with the spirits of the deceased here. What are you so afraid of, honestly? We're finally about to meet the true author of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. Aren't you excited?
Paimon's heart is pounding, but Paimon's pretty sure it's not because of excitement.
Oh my god, Paimon, you don't even have to worry about anything. You can't even fend for yourself.
Come on, in we go.
Hey, wait up! Oh, Paimon's scared. Stay close by, okay? Don't leave Paimon all alone.
Oh my gosh. Such a damsel in distress. I'm pretty sure Yaimiko will be added to the party because she's too low leveled. So I'm gonna put Hu Tao back.
Oh, is it time for me to join you?
Wait, we have to use electro character? Okay, never mind. We're gonna use Raiden real quick.
Stay close and you will live.
Of course.
What a weird painting. Miko, do you know what it's supposed to show?
Probably a scene from ancient Inazuma.
It's a good piece of artwork and all, but it's also kinda eerie. Looks like the artist signed their name. Rakuzai? It's not very clear.
Let's go inside and take a look. Emerge!
Hold the line!
There is no escape!
To the very final cut.
Right here. Right now.
Wow, this place is huge! Hey, is that a mirror? There's a really weird-looking stool as well. Wonder what it's for.
Ah, I see. Huh. This setup is quite handy. Saves me a lot of work. Alright, go and take a look around. There should be a mechanism somewhere that makes the whole room move.
This? What?
What's one more? Stabilize!
Access denied. Rest and rebuild.
Emerge! Right here.
Fall before me!
A sight to behold.
Over!
Show them. Right now.
Oh, Rami. Wait, there's something up there? Oh, I thought I saw something lying. Okay. Wait, I just saw.
Emerge.
Let's get down
Right
to
here.
business!
Emerge.
There's more!
How dare you?
Stabilize!
Say,
I will have
You're about to
order!
hurt me.
To the very...
Illusion shattered!
Finally cut! To the very...
Oh, he can't climb out here. Oh. Said there was a lamp somewhere, right? So literally just where we came from. Sorry, I have no idea what's going on.
Show them.
Hold on, I'm gonna be right back with this one. Alright, time for the last thing, shall we? Oh wait, let me... Actually, I don't care, never mind.
Well, hello there, my little helpers. So nice of you to join me. You're right on time, too.
As if we had a choice. We just want our paychecks. So, Nico, what exactly do we have to do to make this Hyakyako happen? Also, to be clear, we actually have no idea what it even means.
It might sound ominous, but to put it simply, the Hyakyako is just a gathering of the yokai. Back in the day at yokai gatherings, once everyone had had plenty to drink, one by one they'd start soaring into the sky with their yokai powers. There were so many of them that their silhouettes would block out the moon. But now, the yokai memories that leak from the ley lines are weak. They are no longer able to fly. So I will be performing a convocation ritual for them, gathering all the wandering memories together in one place. When the time comes, they will gather in the sky above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Once their energy is spent, they will be satisfied and return to where they belong.
I see, I understand.
All the preparations for the ritual have actually been made well in advance. Remember the incantation and the mention of moonless night that I added to our novel?
Oh, yeah! Something about reciting the secret spells of Lady Kitsune on a moonless night.
That's the one. Actually, it's not a wish-granting incantation at all. It's a spell to help calm the ley line memories. When that time comes, let's all pitch in and help send them on their way.
What do you mean for me?
I will start the ritual preparations shortly, and at that time, I need you to do two things. First, tell the shrine maidens to leave the mountain. During the Hyakyako, a whole swarm of yokai memories will be hanging around in the air above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Having the shrine maidens leave avoids the bothersome issue of someone potentially getting possessed. After that, I will commence the ritual, and the memories will begin to congregate. This will take some time. I need you at the foot of Mount Yoko during this part to keep an eye on nearby monster activity. The memories are normally dispersed and don't pose a threat, but when their energy is concentrated, it is likely to disturb the monsters. They may see this as an opportunity to try and make it up the mountain. I need you to fend them off so that doesn't happen.
Alright, got it. Then what?
Well, if at that point you felt like coming to the shrine and getting a close-up view of the yokai, I wouldn't say no.
Yay.
Okay, let's get going.
Okay, so now we have to tell the shrine maidens to leave temporarily. Calling on shrine maidens.
Narukami, please.
To send the mountain? Are those Lady Guji's orders?
Yep, Miko said the ritual she's gonna perform soon might pose a physical danger to you all.
I see. I'll evacuate everyone right away. What about you?
We'll be taking care of a couple other things for her. And once we're done with that, we're gonna come back and do the ritual together.
It seems like Lady Guji places great trust in you. Lady Guji's never allowed anyone else to be in her presence when she's conducted rituals like this in the past. Thank you for helping with the ritual, and good luck.
Don't worry, we're much stronger than we look.
Well, I'm much stronger than I look, Paimon.
Miko's about to start the ritual. Come on, let's go deal with the
where they at? They're directly under. Give me a minute. Geronimo, bitches! Night falls, the monsters slowly congregate.
These monsters look really riled up.
That's good. We can't ever get up
Yep,
the
yep.
mountain.
Let's get rid of them as fast as we can. Then we can get back in time to see the yokai.
Oh, look and see the butt of an I forgot the daggone thing, but you see at the top right.
All right, here they come.
Of course, Palmer looking all scared because I don't.
Stabilize! This is order!
There is no escape! Blaze over!
Torrents, bring refuge!
They just keep pushing me.
Let's move out.
Stabilize! I will have order!
Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion!
There's so many of them! Come on, you can do it!
Yeah, exactly. You cheer me on instead of helping me fight, Palmer. This is exactly why we can't mind you.
There is no escape!
Stabilize! This is order!
This is long overdue!
Sorry for the laugh. Oh, I lag so bad. Sorry about that, y'all.
Shrine and take a look.
Anyways, what's going on?
So many! They're everywhere! Huh?
Yes, the memories of the yokai. They haven't been able to relax and soar through the air like this for a long time. Come with me.
Is she about to do a little dance for us?
You all right, little one? You look a little nervous.
It's just, Hyman's never seen anything like this before. Whoa, they've really blocked out the moon.
So this is the moonless night they're talking about.
It does look a little intimidating, doesn't it? But I know them. They may be loud and brash at times, but they are good and brave souls. Even after losing their lives in a brutal war, they have never given in to grief or despair. Alas, their time is short.
Ooh, go ahead, Miko.
Do they really have to go?
It's a feast, and all feasts come to an end. Since you're sorry to see them leave, why don't you do the recital along with me? O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment, in reverence I perform this rite.
In reverence, I perform this rite.
How did Paimon
To
know
be
this?
a guiding light.
Wow, so beautiful! Look! Lights are coming from Inazuma City!
The book says, recite the secret spells of Lady Kitsune tonight, and our wishes will come true.
O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment.
I perform this rite to be a guiding light. Your unrivaled power will be honored
She's smart
eternally.
for that.
Murakusai, you asked if I was doing well. Really, every day is a happy day for me. But watching you all leave now, I can't help but feel a little lonely. Just a little, of course.
Just as I thought, the ritual went very smoothly.
Just as I thought, the ritual went
Nico,
very smoothly.
Are you alright?
Thank you both.
Oh, I'm great.
The look on your face just
Oh,
now.
I'm great.
I'm
The look
fine.
on your face just now.
Really,
I'm fine.
You don't have to
seriously.
hide your feelings. It's
Really,
okay to
I-
show them.
honestly, you two.
Come on.
No.
You can be open with us.
Honestly, you two.
You know, we got you, sis. We got you.
Fine. Well,
Pico.
doing something for me.
Fine. Well, if you're dead set on doing something for me, you can treat me to a meal.
A meal? It's a deal. Let's go.
Problem. A meal it is.
Well, see you soon then.
Okay. Well, see you soon then.
Wait till the appointed time the following day. Man, we just having a whole field day with her, huh? Today, tomorrow. I think following day is the next day, probably.
Today we agreed to treat Miko to a meal.
What, the
venue is
one that we
Fuyu
just went
Restaurant.
in to do
Let's
the
go.
publishing? Oh, never mind. It's the other one. I'm still wondering if we could go into that other one. If not, then I'm gonna be so mad. Actually, I just went to... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, it is the same one. No, I wasn't tripping. Let's go.
Wait is unbearable. How is the next
Well,
chapter
because
of the
the rest of the
miraculous
nations
adventures
hadn't
of the
been
traveler
released
not
yet.
released yet?
It was quite a surprise when the moonless night finally came.
Yeah, that huge black cloud over Mount Yogo that night. It just seemed to form out of nowhere.
But then nothing happened after I made a wish using the method in that book.
Yeah. I guess light novels are just fiction after all, huh?
That night was definitely the nail in the coffin for the incantations from novels fad. Still, something tells me the miraculous adventures of the
Surely.
traveler will remain an interesting series for a long time to come.
Huh? Paimon can't see Miko anywhere. Guess she's not out here. Maybe she went inside already. Let's head in and look for her.
I really hope we can go in there and it's not going to be something temporary just because it's a storyline.
Ah, my little friends, there you are.
Miko, what is this? You started eating without us?
I did, yes. You're paying after all. The thought of being able to eat the most expensive dishes and drink the finest sake, all for absolutely free? Oh, I just couldn't wait any longer. Ah, boss, see these two faces here?
Oh Lord, it's gonna
Remember
be expensive
them.
as hell.
They're the ones picking up the bill later.
Alrighty.
What's gotten into you? Come on, sit yourselves down. You have to try this fish. It's found exclusively in the waters around Seirai Island. They shipped it to Inazuma overnight, and it was still alive right up until I ordered it. Or maybe you'd rather try this? I know. I normally can't bring myself to drink sake this expensive either. If you don't drink alcohol, that's fine too. There are all kinds of fruit juices covering the whole price spectrum.
Nico! You are outrageous! Last time we were here working on the novel, all you ordered for us was the plainest kushikatsu!
Strange. I remember no such thing. Oh, so what? You did offer to treat me to a meal, didn't you? Anyway, I am something of a VIP, you know. Wouldn't you find it embarrassing to treat me anything short of lavishly?
Miko, this meal is going to be super expensive! Aren't you afraid we won't be able to afford it?
Oh, don't you worry about that. You can most definitely afford it. They're still printing your light novel by the batch, you know. You have quite a generous payment due.
Paychecks.
What? Aw, darn it! She tricked us into this!
She let her guard down.
Mora from the very beginning!
Oh, the looks on your faces
She
right
is
now.
definitely the mischievous one.
Perfect. Oh, by the way, since nobody's wishes came true on the moonless night, novels with incantations are no longer in vogue. So you'll have to come up with something new for the next chapter of The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler. The deadline is looming. I'm counting on you.
We are dead.
Thank you for the meal. I thoroughly enjoyed myself today.
Thank you for the meal.
Did I
I
mention?
thoroughly enjoyed myself
A saw
today.
That convocation
Oh,
ritual we
did I
performed over
mention?
the Grand Narukami
A saw that
Shrine.
convocation
I
ritual
know
we
she can be
performed over the
pig-headed,
Grand
but it
Narukami
still took me by
Shrine.
surprise when
I
she
know
wrote
she
me
can
a
be
long and
pig-headed,
sternly
but it
worded
still
letter
took me
about
by
it,
surprise when she wrote me a
chastising me for
long and sternly
taking
worded
this whole
letter
thing
about it,
much too far.
chastising me for
I
taking
hardly
this
see
whole
what all the
thing
fuss
much
is
too
about.
far.
Everyone seemed
I
perfectly
hardly
happy
see what
to
all the
me.
fuss is about. Everyone seemed perfectly happy to me.
This story quest had full of surprises and stuff. I love it.
Welcome to
Yep, glad I got Miko. She's definitely the silly one that wants to cause a lot of trouble in such tiny ways. Anyway, if you like the series or the story, please give a like and subscribe. And I'll see you. Good night.
Always refining her craft.